tubs. We've done the fountain, all lovely. Nothing is probably more important, though, when you're doing yard work or doing really anything outside than a hose. Everybody needs a hose. And if you're someone who doesn't want to carry or drag a big, heavy hose, I know I don't, they frustrate me. Bernini makes the best hose, period, in my mind. In fact, there are a lot of other companies over the years now that try and do the metal hose. If it's not Bernini, it is not the same. Best in class. They actually created this category. It didn't exist before Bernini. So let me show you your options here. We have a 25-foot hose and we have a 40-foot hose. Look, a 25-foot hose that I literally can hold with one finger. It's 3 easy payments of $13.33. And then we also have that 40-foot hose, which I can also hold with one finger, it's just a little bigger. That is gonna be 3 easy payments of $19.99. And then you're just gonna pick the color, and by the color, I mean the color of the attachment and the nozzle. Here's your lavender, we have sand, and we have cobalt. Okay, brand new today, one of our last hoses of the garden season at a spectacular sale price. Jack Yeiser is joining us from his home in California. Hi, Jack, how are you?
Hi, it's great to be here, and I'm so happy to be launching this compact hose. And you know what I'm so excited for? Is the past couple years, we've had a lot of our fans, the fans of the Bernini metal hoses, say, you know, I'd really love it if you guys could make a 25-foot hose. And you know what? We finally get to launch it. The 25-foot compact hose, it's great for that lightweight gardening, but you know what? You're getting more flow than a normal lightweight hose. But you know what the best part is about all Bernini metal hoses? The best part about all these Bernini metal hoses is the fact that it will never kink. I know we've all used a rubber hose. I was using a fabric hose the other day, and I swear it was kinking just on like the fabric liner. I was shocked. I've been so spoiled by these metal hoses because as you can see, I've got all these knots and I still have all the power of the hose. And so that's really the best thing is no matter what you do to it, even if you tie knots in it, you still get full power and a full stream. And then the best part is we also include this Fireman nozzle so I can shift it from that hard spray into a fanning spray for doing the flowers and doing some light watering as well. But this is the real magic of a metal hose.
Well, I have it here, and as you can see, now I don't even know how we got it tied into all these knots, but again, forget about a little kink in your hose that stops it. This is so many knots, and it still have full power. The other thing too, the reason I love this so much, Jack, and you know this, I talk to you about it all the time, is that if you just have one kink in a hose like this, well, here's one right here, there's no way you're getting the water out, and just even dragging this across the, I mean, look at this. I can't even pull it across the patio here because it's such a mess. It's also really heavy and it's so hard to wind up. I want to show you with this, I mean, I'm gonna just keep pulling at it from around there. So incredibly easy to handle. Jack.
Well, and I got a reel with me right here. So
yeah,
I can show
oh, let's see,
let's
take a look, yeah.
Exactly, so let me show everyone at home. This is a hand cranking reel. So this isn't something that's doing the work for me. And look at how easily the hose flies on, and it comes on in an extremely neat coil. And if you get two, you can hook them up together because they have universal fittings. So these hoses will work together with any of our hoses and any hose you might already have. So that way you don't have to worry about, oh, if I don't have a Bernini hose or if I don't have the new Bernini hose. They'll all work together. They'll work with your favorite sprinklers and your favorite nozzles as well.
And Jack,
I mean, really, it's just a great way to upgrade your garden.
They're really unbelievable. And I don't, actually, here's something I don't think I ever told you. A few years ago, I don't know how many years, maybe 5, I really don't remember. It's been at least a handful. I had a Bernini hose and I really loved it. And I pull it all the way across. My front yard is kind of big and I have a lot of plants growing in the front. Anyway, I decided that I needed a Bernini hose for the backyard because the hose I had there was just some old hose. Jack, I go into QVC.com. This was like maybe in July. We were completely sold out. I ended up going to another online retailer, and this is before I knew you that well and your dad, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna buy a hose that kind of looks like Bernini. Can I tell you, it was a piece of junk, and it actually costed more. Like, it cost more, and and then I learned the following garden season, talking actually to your dad, that basically there were all these companies knocking you off. I paid more money for a hose that performed not nearly as good. I kept it half a season, the next year replaced it with a Bernini because, Jack, I love what you're showing right there. You guys developed this. You're the family that created the metal hose.
Exactly. My sister came up with this idea a few years ago. when she was saying, you know, all these rubber hoses, all these garden hoses, all these fabric hoses, they all tear, they all fray, they all pop. So we can put this metal hose through the worst torture. And her idea was simple. What if we just made a hose out of metal? And it's the simple ideas sometimes that are the best, because now, after all that torture and the water still goes out exactly where I want it, I still have full water pressure, and the hose is undamaged entirely.
Yeah.
You could not put any other hose through this kind of torture test and expect it to still be working just fine.
All right, so we have it in the 40-foot hose. The 40 is going to be just 3 easy payments of $13.33. We also have it right here in our big, 20-foot or 25-foot hose. I apologize. 3 easy payments of $13.33, and then here's your 40-foot. 40-foot, 3 easy payments of $19.99. And if you want to link more than one together, if you want to do that, you can hook multiples together. Jack, thank you so much. It's great to see you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Pick your color, lavender, sand, and cobalt. All right, we have one more product in this show. Oh, 2 more, excuse me, 2 more.